Married 10 years. Wife cheating and confronted her. My wife and I married 10 years, kids, great relationship, and I would regard her as my best friend up to about 3 days ago. I had massive amount of data being used on my phone. Turned out to be an app. No big deal. However, when I pulled up the usage data, it automatically pulls up phone calls first. I see a 45-minute phone call at 2 a.m. in the morning to a number I don't know. So I look up the number and how many calls, how long, etc. Turns out there is 37 calls to this number, 25 of them after I have been asleep in bed. Many of them at 1, 2, 3, even 4 in the morning. I confronted her. She has a new great job with a very intelligent boss she envies and made this clear to me. I've always trusted her. All the calls were to her boss. He called only 3 or 4 times. She said everything they talked about was work-related, insisted on it over and over again. Despite this, I know some of the nights we had been having a few toddies weekends. She also lied to me 2 months ago when she said she went running by herself at 5:30 a.m. She did, but he ended up showing up and said he couldn't run that early. Not a big deal because she told me she was running with him, but she insisted when she got back that he never even showed up. So why lie about it? Really weird. I called her on it, and she said she loves me and only has feelings for me, and she wouldn't destroy her career and his career by cheating. More emphasis on what she would lose than she loves me. He has a super fancy pants sports car and is married with W kids himself. When he was on a business trip, my wife said he needed to text her updates of the conference. He ends up sending her a picture of a $750,000 car he is thinking about buying. She shows me, but still pretty weird that he is texting this to his employee, right? Aside from that, she removed texting from the iPad and her computer at home. She also changed the passwords on this account. I made her show me the messages to him. She had erased them all. So, now what? Was she having a physical affair too? She says absolutely not. It was all business related. I will say she is addicted to education and learning, and it would not be surprising to hear this. But the fact he was receptive to her calls in the middle of the night is messed up. 4 days after I found out, we have been talking over the past few days and arguing and whatnot. She insists she loves me, has only loved me, and will always only love me, that nothing physical ever happened, that the new job got her worked up, someone could have died if she put the wrong thing in, and that she called him late one night because she needed to make sure what she did was right. That turned into several calls late at night. She admits to calling, but that she never emotionally cheated because it really was work-related. She has zero feelings for him, and their relationship has been and still is 100% professional only. Fair enough. I am reasonable, this seems reasonable. She's willingly gave me her iPhone and said install spyware on it. I told her I will be recovering all of the messages, and she said that is fine. So maybe I am being over the top. But why erase them if it wasn't incriminating? She said she didn't think I would like it if I knew she was texting him. I said 1. Do you think I like finding out you erased all of the messages more? 2. If it was all professional, why would I care? She has apologized about 1 million times, promises it will never happen again, but I cannot get over the erasing of the messages. It will be chilling to see if she erased these when I called her at work to ask her about the number. If she erased them right after I called, the messages will more than likely be incriminating. Sorry, not updated in a while. This sucks. So the texting continued to happen. The calls stopped. So over the course of the last 7 months, without getting into too much detail, as this would go on forever, she continued to get texts from him. She got a couple from him asking if he can buy her lingerie and telling her how great her body is. She texted him back. She said, "Don't test me." He said, "I'd love to test you." All night long, I saved everything. When this was occurring, we still had a great relationship, love yous, kissing every morning, sex. Then a few weeks ago, they went to a conference together. She hung up on me when I called, then immediately called him from her room to his room so it wouldn't be on phone records. Detail here, he called her from a cell phone not belonging to him so I wouldn't be able to track it. He shows up. Also, I have the entire audio of this. I listened when she got home. She fucking completely froze up. Couldn't believe what was happening and that I knew. Things got pretty hairy, no violence, just yelling and screaming. I left. She spent a couple days with kids at her parents'. She came back. Wants to work things out. Agreed to counseling. I'm a fucking mess. Have no idea what to do. I love her, believe she is my soulmate. She said that they both just fucked up and that here they were making things happen together and the adrenaline and rush of it all, yada yada. But he is such a fucking predator. They still work together, albeit far less. What the fuck do I do? He has said he has told his wife, but I've seen the messages and appears he didn't tell her everything, like the part where they have sex, which is pretty clear on the audio. TLDR, I have messages from the last 7 months of my wife's emotional infidelity and an audio recording of the physical affair, which she has told me and her parents that it was a fuck up and happened only once. I could fuck everybody up and destroy our marriages and their careers. I could try and work it out with my wife. She says she loves me, but is she worried that I will release audio to lawyer his wife? What the fuck do I do? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.